is Eddie Garcia. I trade with Stock Hours. I recently started recording my trades because in the chat, actually, we have mentors. Well, I mean, yeah, they're like mentors, they're managers in the chat. And so as long as you record your trades, you're able to send them in and they will go over your trades with you. Like, they'll tell you what you're doing good and what you're doing bad. And I find that really useful. So I started recording my trades. Now I'm really recording my trades for another purpose, and it's because I really enjoy watching myself like trade, so that way I can learn myself and I can watch myself evolve as a trader, right? Um, so with all that being said, I'm not going to be posting videos on YouTube for a while. I'm not going to be posting any live trades. I'm actually out of town. I'll be here for the next like 18 days. I'm over here all up in between Mississippi, Tennessee, and Arkansas. So I'll be out here for a minute. I'm not going to be posting trades for a while, but I did want to break down how I perform my technical analysis. And for example, this is the ES right here, the S&P 500. It has a really big influence on the market, on other stocks and blue chip stocks. So let me go ahead and show you how I perform my technical analysis. Now this analysis, it actually helps me decide whether or not I'm going to be bullish on the day coming up or bearish on the day coming up. And it really highlights supply and demand zones that I really find to be important. So we can start right here at, well, this is right here is a recent high, a previous high on the chart. And you see I have a line here. But let's go ahead and chart up where we're at right now and where we're trading. So if we draw this line here and I bring it down, I'll just bring a little rectangular box down, right? Now you can see we really have a level of importance right here. This is a really good resistance right here, right? So if you're bullish, you really want to see this breakout, right? You don't want to see any signs of like, low volume up here or, sellers, stepping in or anything like that, right? So if you notice right here, we got rejected at this area here. We got rejected right here with this candle here. Even right here, we got rejected with this candle here. And then all this right here, we tried multiple times, we got rejected. And here we are, just rejected again here. So I'm going to go ahead and remove those. I don't want it to be too sloppy. So, but yeah, so those are the areas you can see where we kind of rejected this level at, this 4,200 level. So with that being said, let me go ahead and let's find some supply zones or supports down here, right? So if I draw my trend line here, this is just what I do. Everybody does their technical analysis differently. Some are more effective than others, but I really find my technical analysis to be pretty on point with the way that I trade. So if I draw a line here, you can see that we rejected here at this line first before we broke out, right? And then you see that we made a high back up into this supply zone here where we had a hard rejection right here. And we pulled all the way back, not only to this line here, which I would call like a support, right? But also to this trending, this trending support here, this trend line. So we kind of consolidated right here, never really broke below. Ideally, you want your price action to hit this trend line 3 times before it becomes valid, right? Well, to keep up with this volatile market, I kind of just consider price where it's at. Like, that way there is no confusion and my stop loss and targets are even more strict, right? Anyways, so now you see that we rejected here with this red candle and then we broke above. Now we come back down and we consolidated, and then we broke above and made new highs. So after hitting the supply zone once again, you can see that we retraced all the way back down to this same support, which could be considered a demand zone, right? And now we broke back all the way above. So ideally, what I would want to see is I want to see high volume up here. I want to see bullish sentiment, right? I want to see buyers, stepping in, things like that, And right here, I would actually be considering to go bullish, right? To be bullish on the day on Monday, unless there's a change of direction, right? And change of direction for me would be something like this right here. So I would probably see right here, right? So you see, actually this is a pretty good one too. Let's go ahead and remove this so I don't have too much confusion, right? So you see right here, you just kind of like the way that I do my technical analysis, right? I just kind of like follow price action and break it down as I get closer to intraday, right? So I want to get as close as intraday supply and demand zones as I can on longer time frames, and then I'll go to the shorter time frames and even break those down, right, for a better day trade opportunity. So you can see we pushed up to this supply zone up here, pulled back down. We caught support right here around 4096, 4100. So we caught support right here. We broke below, and then you see right here we pushed back up where we kind of rejected that level now. We pushed all the way back down to test this support right here, and if you go back you could see that when we rejected here, we pushed all the way back down to retest this demand zone down here, where it held up, and then we pushed all the way back up and pushed back above this trend line here, this line right here, and before retesting the supply zone officially, you see that we kind of got rejected, right? Pulled all the way back down and did a quick retest of 4100 where we're coming back up. So ideally, my play, like for SPY, I would look for this right here for intraday, right? This is intraday for me. I would look right here. The high of this candle is 41.15.25. So I would draw a little line right here and go ahead and do 41.15.25, right? Oh, whew, hold up. That was really bad. Let me see. What was the high? 41.71.75. Okay. 41.71.25. 41.71.25. Sorry, y'all. So right here, this would be the high, right? Okay, so now that I got that level out of the way, so now my level of importance for intraday opportunities, right, would be a key level that I would watch is 4100 and 4170, right? 4171. I would watch 4171.25. So from here, I'll go to the 1 hour chart. So now that I'm here on the 1 hour chart, you'll see kind of like now that you break it down, right? Let me remove this because that was very big on the 1 day chart. So you can see right here, we rejected right here, right? Pulled back down, still held that momentum. Buyer stepped in, pushed up. That was good, right? So now we come back down here where we kind of made a low here, made a low here, right? And then we made a low here, right? So, and then we kind of double bottom somewhat, right? Right here. All within this 4100 level, all above this 4100 level. So now what I would be doing, I would be waiting for a push and a break above this 41.71.25 where I could take like a quick scalp opportunity, right? So at this moment, this is where I would like, if I wanted to trade SPY, I would be watching the ES, right? And even form the same technical analysis on SPY because the price action is very similar, like it's the same. SPY is an ETF, the S&P 500, so they move very similar, if not the exact same. So I will be watching on Monday right here for a break of 41.71.25 to trade that scalp up. But you have to pay attention also. See, you would have to pay attention also to this major supply zone on longer time frames, right? Because we just looked at the 1 day, and you've seen that this 42.20 level right here was a pretty big supply zone, right? So let's go ahead and go back real fast so I can show you guys again. So you'll see that if we do break above this 41.71, right? Well, you got to be real careful because shortly after that, you'll be in the supply zone right here. So if you did take a scalp, you'd really have to, be really good with execution and discipline, and not really hope that it's going to break out because it does not have to. But as far as intraday opportunity goes, like I said right here, this is what I would be watching, right? So with that being said, I would be bullish on the day. As long as we're above 4100, I would be bullish. So I would do at this point now, I would go and look at all the stocks that I have on my watch list and see which ones are bullish. So since I would be bullish on the day, right, after my technical analysis on the futures. So typically I like just scrolling through the 1 hour chart where I would see like Tesla's really bearish, but let's go ahead and look at some bullish. Just trying to look for some bullish stocks. Like right here, Baba is could be one of them. I would play Baba right here. Let me see. So I guess, yeah, if Baba were to break this high up here, which is the high is 105.05, so yeah, right there. So Monday I would be watching 105.05 on that, and then I typically come right here to my bullish, and I just simply put Baba. Okay, and after I get like a good few stocks on my bullish watch list, I will even go through that list and really cherry pick the ones that are like I consider to be like A1 setups. So let's move on. Let's go ahead and click Google. Okay, so Google is actually a good one. I actually want to look at the 1 day. Yeah, so Google, let me clean that up right there. Okay, so Google right here, you can see there's a gap at 109.37 and 110.93. Actually, I've already charted this, and this actually looks really good to me. So I would definitely put Google on there. Google, okay. And the reason why I like Google, oh sorry, so the reason why I like Google is because we're approaching this gap right here. So really anything above 109.37. So like I guess I would really be more focused on playing this high right here, which is this high is 109.63. Let's go ahead and adjust this line. 109.63. Okay, so I would be watching Monday to see if Google breaks Friday's highs, or what was this, Thursday, because the market was actually closed Friday. So I would be watching the 109.63 break. So I'd really be looking at like 110 calls, right, on Google. And I really like gap plays. You know, some people don't. Some people avoid them. Some people don't like them. I really like to get a little piece of them gap plays. So Google would be a good one. So I'd be bullish. Considering, so like I said, because I'm bullish on my technical analysis on the futures, I'm looking for bullish stocks right now. And Google is definitely one of them. So let's go to Microsoft. Um, Microsoft. Oh, it looks like we had a little gap here somewhere, and we cleared it. Let me look at a 1 day on 1 year. Okay. So yeah. So okay, right here. I see a little gap right here. Let me go ahead and chart this up. This is the low of this is 296.28. 296.28. And let's go ahead and make that line thicker. That's why that way whenever I see this type of line on my charts, I know that we're approaching a gap or something like that. And then we have this gap here at, what's the high right here? We'll see if you come over and follow my cursor this way, you'll see that we actually ate up some of this gap right here. So I would actually draw my line right here. So this high would be 293.30. So let me go ahead and make that precise. 293.30. Go ahead and do my favorite line. Okay, so now I'll scroll over here. I see, oh, gotta make some more adjustments. This has 294.18. Okay, so 294.18. Okay, coming all the way over here, and now you can see that we're kind of approaching that. So we really have a gap between 294.18 and 296.28. So let me go back to the 1 hour. And I would really be watching this this gap fill right here, because you know gaps do get filled. They don't have to get filled immediately after making a gap or anything like that. Like this gap, like it will get filled. It could get rejected tomorrow, all next week. Maybe pull all the way back down and retest it again in a month and break. You know, but we are approaching it, so it's something I would be watching. So I would go ahead and put Microsoft. Okay, let's go ahead and go down to Moderna. I mean, I really don't like Moderna that much. Coin. Ooh, I got a lot of stuff going on Coin. Yeah, I really don't like Coin. I mean, you can see we're making lower highs, right, and lower lows. Kind of look like a little double bottom somewhat right here. Not really because this wick, but we closed within like somewhat of a double bottom-ish range. Anyways, I'm not interested in Coin. Let's go to Amazon. Check out Amazon. Yeah, see, not really too interested in Amazon either. FedEx. I don't know why I have FedEx on here. Well, I think it was because this huge gap. Yeah, this huge gap right here that I had. Because like I said, I draw my gaps in these long dotted lines, right? But it looks like this filled the gap in after hours, something like that. I think they had earnings. Anyway, let's go ahead and go to Boeing. See, Boeing, really volatile. But you know, it's got even. I mean, it does have somewhat of a bull flag right here and coming down here. So I guess if I were to trade Boeing, I wouldn't want to force nothing, but I would draw like somewhat of a trend. Can I draw a trend? I don't know. It looks crazy, so I'll probably avoid this because I already have 3 other setups that I understand. So I would avoid that one just because trying to make my trading more simple. Let's see, what is this one right here? I mean, yeah, that's even a little bearish too. I mean, it was bullish on the 6th. It was bullish. Its last trading day was bullish. Somewhat, yeah, a little choppy, but it still ended bullish. But I'm gonna avoid that one. Apple, on the other hand, so you can see right here, Apple actually looks pretty decent. You see, we kind of rejected here, right? Pushed above, came back down, retested, caught a support here. But even then, like I said, I have better plays already. I guess I would be interested in a break above 165 and then a retest. That's where I would kind of be interested in Apple. I wouldn't want to play no breakout of the previous trading day's highs because it's not really significant to me. It's not really an A+ setup to me. And this is SPY, like I was talking about earlier, the ES ETF. It's pretty similar. Let's go ahead and go to AMD. Check out AMD. Okay, so I mean AMD. I guess if I was to trade AMD, I mean I wouldn't really want to add it to my watch list, but I could see how this could be a play because you can see right here, like this one. What is this? This 92.87 range, right? You can see we rejected this here, right? And then we broke below, and then we retested it here, pulled back down, made a new low, come back up, retested it again right here. So I guess if I were to trade AMD, it would have to look something like this, like a breakout, a retest, and then continuation past we're making a higher high on the day at least. So, but I don't want to trade AMD. Like I said, I actually found 3 pretty good setups right here. Let's go ahead and check out Tesla. I think we already did Tesla. Let me check. It's very bearish. If we didn't, it's very bearish. Yeah, we already did Tesla. Yeah, and another one right here would be Adobe, but I'm not interested in Adobe either. I mean, not until that 390 range at least. I would be interested around 390. Well, yeah. So with that being said, I mean, we got like 3 solid plays right here that match, that correlate with my technical analysis that we formed on the ES. So that's how I perform my technical analysis. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe, and especially comment if you guys want me to break down anything else or to show you guys go in more depth about maybe even my indicators. I don't know. Go ahead and let me know. Drop a comment down below.